Remove your hats. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will please rise for the playing of our national anthem. And gentlemen, if you will remove your hats. Thank you.
Graduates, you may be seated. Welcome everybody to our 50th graduation at Millwood High School. We have a very special welcome today from Oklahoma City Mayor, Mr. David Holt.
Graduates and families, teachers and faculty and staff and administrators, on behalf of the people of Oklahoma City, welcome to this historic 50th anniversary commencement exercise for Millwood. And to the graduates specifically, and also on behalf of the people of Oklahoma City, congratulations. We are proud of you. In a few moments, 2 decades of work will culminate. The people on this stage, the people in these stands have invested in you for that long, in a belief that this is exactly where you would end up, and you are validating that investment. I want you to know, it's been 25 years for me, but I certainly still remember the feelings you're having right now. They're very complicated. There's a mix of anticipation and pride, sadness and excitement. You know, this is, in many ways, the most important night of your life so far. But there is much life ahead. And the next few years, you're going to maybe get some more education. You're going to maybe travel, go live other places. You're maybe going to serve your country. There's a lot of different scenarios here. But I want you to remember, whatever the next few years holds for you, this place, Oklahoma City, is always going to be your home. And I hope that if you do leave and if you do gain other experiences, you will bring those back here. And you will make our city a better place for everybody. Whatever the future holds for you, whether it's in public service, whether it's in entertainment or sports, whether it's being a doctor or a lawyer or a nurse or a teacher, and Millwood has produced the finest in all of those professions. Whatever the future holds for you, please do that here in Oklahoma City. And remember that this city will belong to you very soon. Very soon, sooner than you realize. We're just holding the seats for you. Every boardroom, every seat at City Hall, every seat on this stage, we're just keeping warm for you. You're here to replace us. And this city absolutely belongs to you. Congratulations on your achievement tonight. Enjoy this day, enjoy this week. Happy 50th anniversary to Millwood High School, and thank you so much for giving me a few moments to be with you tonight. Welcome.
Good evening. On behalf of Millwood High School, faculty and staff, thank you for the attendance to this commencement service of the class of 2022. This is a joyous time for all of you and the culmination of 12 years of hard work. For our students, this ceremony commemorates an important milestone in the life of each of your young men and each of the young women as you cross this stage. The use of air horns are not appropriate, as each graduate deserves to hear his or her name read and heard. Please show the same respect to each student that you would want to be shown to your graduate. If you have a cell phone with you today, I would ask you to silence it. I know you will use those to take pictures, however. And now I ask that everyone stand in honor of the Millwood High School class of 2022. And we should remain, please be seated. Don't stand, thank you. I was supposed to have read that, my era, I was supposed to have read that to introduce our national anthem, which we have already sung and have played for us. At this time, I introduce to you my boss, I'm in trouble, our school superintendent, Mrs. Cecilia Robinson Woods.
So this is a first for Mr. Evans. Mr. Evans is a couple of us have gone through this, where you have a child who is actually graduating tonight. So he's a nervous father, so we'll chalk it up to that. So first and foremost, congratulations, class of 2022. Yay! Oh, come on, class of 2022. This is a hard week. Y'all better be excited. Get excited. All right. I first want to, after congratulating you all, is introduce our platform guest. You met Mr. Mayor Holt, and I will start from, what do they call this, stage right. Our newest board member, Ms. LaToya High. Our seniorist board member, Mr. Marvin Provo. Our spiritual leader and board president, Mr. Pastor Ricky Hunt. Our director of operations, Mr. Shannon Hayes. Our high school counselor, Ms. Angelia Wilson. Ms. Regina Richardson, board member. And our board vice president, Mr. Milo Wilson. I also happen to see that House Representative Mr. Jason Lowe has joined us over here. Thank you, Mr. Lowe, for coming out tonight. I also want to take a minute to honor our Millwood royalty. I see some retired teachers, Miss Harrison and Miss Sterling, right over here under the tent. And I'm not sure if Coach Spears is here, but I am certain that Coach Franklin, Chop, is here because his granddaughter's graduating. He's right up here. Say hello to Chop. We have a very special commemoration this year. We have a gala tomorrow where we are recognizing 50 of our most famous Falcons. If there are any famous Falcons here, could you stand and be recognized? Famous Falcons? All right. Thank you for coming tonight. And even if you are not a famous Falcon, if you are a Millwood alum, please stand, let me seen. Woo! Thank you for joining us this evening as well. Now, as we progress through the evening, Mr. Evans has already given some instructions about how to cheer. It's really important, especially as the crowd grows and we get closer and closer, that you are respectful to the people in front of you. Everybody wants to hear their child's name called. Also, we talked about air horns. For some people, when you blow that air horn, it rings in their ears for a long time. So we've already used them for tonight, so let's discontinue use of air horns out of respect for the people that are sitting around you. But at this point, because my graduates are itching, graduates, you can get up now and find your family and say hello. All right, person with the air horn, if you blow it again, I will have you removed. Stop with the air horn. Stop. Please, stop. Thank you. All righty. Within this crowd this evening, we also maybe have Millwood alumni who are also lifers, and will also be interested in knowing that 13 of our graduates are also lifers. So lifers, would you please stand? Even our graduates, lifers. Alrighty, thank you very much. And one more special guest. We have Mr. Evans was a host father this year for a student from France, Mr. Martin Noé, and his mother who traveled 3,000 miles to see her baby graduate today. Thank you very much. So now we will have Mr. Donovan Chaney to the stage.
Good evening, fellow graduates, parents, teachers, administrators, and guests. We are here today to celebrate the hard work and scholastic accomplishments of our high school careers. But right now, I would like us to focus our attention on a specific student, Millwood lifer, all-state basketball player, two-time all-conference honorable mention, and a member of the Oklahoma State 3A 2022 State Championship basketball team, Jalen Dillard. A student of great intelligence, Jalen is a young man with a bright future ahead of him, someone with a quiet demeanor but has the capacity to light up the world around him. Throughout my time at Millwood, Jalen has become a brother to me. His bad days are scarce, and he works diligently in every class I've had with him. However, on occasion, he has asked me for confirmation for certain answers that he has selected. So in a sense, I feel like we should share this achievement, right? Nonetheless, as a Millwood family, we are proud of you, and I am happy to introduce my friend Jalen Dillard, our Millwood class of 2022 salutatorian, to give us inspirational thoughts.
Good evening, family, friends, staff, graduates, and former graduates. It is my honor to represent the Jubilee class of 2022 as a salutatorian. I would like to start off my speech by giving thanks to all of our parents and guardians that are here this evening. Without you all, we wouldn't be here. So thank you for being here for us and helping us become the young men and women we are today. I would also like to give thanks to all of our teachers, coaches, and staff for pushing us to be the best versions of ourselves. We appreciate all of the life lessons, wisdom, laughs, and memories you all have shared with us. In the last couple of years, we lost 3 classmates, and this isn't even counting the family, friends, and loved ones in your personal lives. With that being said, you are still here, and it's a blessing to be here, and never forget that. You still have a chance to see how your life will turn out, have a chance to have your own family, and have a chance to see your children graduate. So be grateful for that, because tomorrow is not promised. Cherish every moment you have and live it to the fullest. In the past 4 years, I've seen us grow as individuals and as a class. With us being a small school, we all pretty much know each other. So we all look at one another as family, and that is one of the main things I love about us. I remember freshman year, we had about 75 students, and to be cut down almost half is not ideal, but to everyone that's still here, thank you for continuing this journey with me. Throughout high school, I heard so much about how we are ready to graduate, and now the time is finally here. It's time for us to go be great in life, and most importantly, be the best as we can be. We all will have our own path, as some of us will go to college, some will go to the workforce, and some will join the military. No matter what you do, there will be obstacles, bad days, and times you want to quit. You will see people that are more successful than you early on, but don't get down on yourself. Throughout everything, remember that you are still young and your best days are ahead. God has a time for you, and that may be 5 to 10 years down the line, but never give up on yourself nor him. Remember that your future, your goals, and your passion is yours and not everyone else's. We get so caught up in this idea that everyone has to be doctors, lawyers, and business owners and more to be successful, when there is so much more this world has to offer. Without truck drivers, we wouldn't get the products we need. Without trade jobs, many people wouldn't know what to do when there's a problem. And if every fast food and retail work will quit right now, the world will quickly see how valuable they really are. So just remember, it takes everyone from top to bottom to keep society moving forward. And no matter what you do, you are no better or less than the next person. It may take you years and years to find your path, so remember to keep a positive mindset, and God will bless you with more than you could imagine. I have no doubt that each and every one of us has the potential to be great, but keep in mind that potential means nothing if you do not put in the work to reach it. As our teachers would say, it is time for us to get out the nest and into the real world. It's time for the next chapter, so go be great, and congratulations. We will now have coat change with our special recognitions.
Thank you, Jalen. I appreciate that. To our family, to our graduates, I have an honor of being able to recognize all of your accomplishments that you have done thus far, and even announce what's your next adventure in life. But before we do that, I want to talk about how Falcon pride runs deep. And let's see how it is. So now, graduates, I want to ask you, if you are a second generation, if one of your parents graduated from Millwood, would you please stand? So we're going to play Last Man Standing. If your grandparents graduated from Millwood, please stay standing. Oh, we got out the second generation, all right. Josh, I heard you got a great aunt that graduated from Millwood, so would you please stand? And she may be sitting up here to my right. There she is, she's waving right there. Class of 1972, our first graduating class. So ladies and gentlemen, we want to just share some of our accomplishments with you about our graduates. So as I make the following statement, if you are a part of that, would you please stand? If you are a first generation college student, would you please stand? Thank you, thank you. Keep the legacy going. If you are college bound, would you please stand? Thank you. If you are going to college on an academic scholarship, please stand. Thank you. If you are going to college on an athletic scholarship, please stand. Thank you. If you will be joining the armed forces, would you please stand? Thank you. If you will be joining with Career Tech, please stand. Thank you. If you plan to be a firefighter, and as Mayor Holt said, hopefully for the city of Oklahoma City, please stand. Thank you. If you are a part of the National Honor Society, please stand. Thank you. If you are part of the Diploma of Distinction, please stand. If you are, thank you, if you are an all-state basketball or football player, please stand. Thank you. If you were a part of the back-to-back, as well as a national championship cheerleader, would you please stand? Thank you. If you were a part of our robotics team, would you please stand? Thank you. If you are a bot ball champion, please stand. If you were a part of the yearbook staff, please stand. Now, I'm gonna pause for a minute because Mr. David Jackson did a wonderful job on that yearbook. And it entails all 72 years, so if you would like a copy, David said he'd love to order you one. Thank you, David. If you were a part of the STEP team, please stand. And last but not least, I would like to honor our 2022 Athletic Male and Female of the Year, none other than Jalen Dillard and Anaya Brown. My bad, I forgot one thing. If you were a part of the last second shot that won us our 16th state title in the state of Oklahoma, tying us with Booker T. Washington, making us one of the highest percentage of winning state championship games with 80%, the next school at 62%. If you are a part of that with the trending Facebook page that's over 1 million views, please stand. 25 million. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2022, and your honors and achievements. We will now have Isaiah Leonard introduce our valedictorian.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank the administration, our principal, Mr. Evans, our senior class sponsor, Mr. Crawford and Coach Franklin, and all Millwood classes of 1972 to 2021. Welcome to the ceremony for the graduating class of 2022. The past 5 years I have been a student in Millwood. I've experienced growth, friendships, and became a member of the Falcon family. The speaker I will introduce to you shortly has been in Millwood all 12 years of his academic career. He has achieved earning a 4.11 overall GPA, a member of the National Honor Society, and top 10% of our class. Some of his further accomplishments are National Technical Honor Society, Diploma of Distinction, and he has also earned over $1 million in college scholarships. Without further ado, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce our valedictorian for the class of 2022, Mr. Gary Long III. Able to walk. I'll shake his hand. How you doing, my boy? Thank you.
Got too many decorations.
I know.
Too much. There you go. Put your arm out. There you go.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gary Long III, and I'm honored to be the valedictorian of the 50th graduating class of Millwood High School. I will begin by saying thank you. I'm thankful for all my teachers who saw potential in me, pushed me past my limits, and allowed me to grow. I'm thankful for my family who inspires me every day to be great. I'm thankful for my parents for instilling in me that I can do everything I put my mind to, and for giving me the assurance that they will always support and love me. I'm especially thankful for my classmates and friends who have always been there for me and have always helped me in many ways that words cannot describe. I've had the privilege of meeting some of the best people in my life during these 14 years as a Falcon. As cliche as it sounds, this is my family. One truth I love most about this school is how close we all are, and when push comes to shove, how we will step in to defend each other. To my classmates, if you will take 3 concepts away from this speech, I hope that you remember that we are in charge of our futures. Second, we forge our own paths. And third, it is never too late to try. Life is all about learning, and although our academic journey at Millwood is over, we are ready for a lifetime of learning. Millwood has given us the building blocks, and it is up to us what we do with them. We must use what we have learned in order to create our own dream lives. We should not hold fast to the memories that we've created together, the unforgettable stories that we have sown, and never forget them. I appreciate you all, including those that we have lost. In the loss of a member of our family, Dante Dodson, his absence has made our lives difficult, but we must keep going for him. It is our obligation to live for them and to carry their memories in everything we do. We love you both. I'm going to wrap up here and say, this is our school. These are our classmates. This is my family. We are Falcons. We will forever be Falcons. Our foundation has been built on Falcon pride. And as I make my journey, I will take what I've learned here and make sure that the world knows that not only am I coming with all the wisdom, love, and grace that has been bestowed upon me here at Millwood, but I'm bringing 43 of the best and brightest Oklahomans with me. And we will soar, just like the Falcons we are. Thank you. We will now have a musical selection from the Falcon Singers, followed by Mr. Evans with the presentation of the class of 2022.
Where's our thing? Where's she? Here, find it. Can you find it, please?
Y'all need this book?
We don't know. We just need to.
Two.
We just need to find the music selection. We don't know where the reads are. You have to do me like that. You have to. I'm not gonna remember it.
All things are working for my good. He's intentional, never failing. I know that all things are working for my good. He's intentional, never failing. All things are working
For my good,
He's intentional,
he's intentional,
and he's never failing.
never failing.
All things are working for my good.
My good,
He's intentional,
he's intentional,
and he's never failing.
never failing.
All things are working for my good, 'cause he's intentional,
never failing. I know that all things are working for my good. Yeah, 'cause he's intentional. Never failing, all things are working for my good. 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 I don't have to worry 'cause it's working for me. It's working for me, yeah. It's working for me. I said I don't have to worry 'cause it's working for me. It's working for me. It's working for me.
Thank you, Falcon Singers. Let's give them another round of applause. To our valedictorian, thank you so much again, Gary Long III, for those heartfelt words. Thank you again, Falcon Singers, for the musical selection. At this time, I would like the President of the Millwood Board of Education, Mr. Ricky T.L. Hunt Jr., Sr., to please come forth. And now, with the 50th graduating class of Millwood High School, the class of 2022, please stand. Mr. Hunt, it is my honor to announce, recommend, and to certify that the young ladies and gentlemen standing before you have met the requirements for graduation and that they are in compliance with the regulations of Oklahoma State Board of Education and the Millwood Board of Education. Mr. President, I present to you the graduating class of 2022.
Thank you, Mr. Evans, fellow board members, Superintendent Woods, platform guests, staff, members, friends, and Millwood High School. The Board of Education of Millwood Public Schools District extend sincere congratulations to the members of the graduating class of 2022. their parents, friends, and loved ones. Commendations are extended to the Millwood High School faculty and staff for their efforts in preparing graduates for this moment. We stand at the gateway, on the other side of which is the world. With all that it offers and all that it demands, class of 2022, as you say farewell to us, you say hello to tomorrow. Grab hold to that tomorrow, and using what you have learned in the past, build it into a bright and shining future. Mr. Evans, upon your recommendation and your consideration of these young ladies and gentlemen have met the requirements for graduation, and they are in compliance with the regulations of the Oklahoma State Board of Education and the Millwood Board of Education, I here declare the members of the class of 2022 as graduates of Millwood High School. Diplomas will be presented as members of the graduating class of 2022 come forward. Congratulations to you graduates.
Good evening. We want to first recognize our fellow student posthumously, Dante Armand Dotson. His diploma will be accepted on behalf of by his brother Darian Dotson. I also want to acknowledge that each senior and staff member, we are all wearing a blue and white ribbon to represent Dante being with us tonight. Our first graduate is Cambry Therese Cannon. Jalen Dillard. Gary Darnell Long III. Tamar Marie Morris. Martin Nolet. Tykiera Khalees Anderson. Aaliyah Nicole Bradshaw. Anaya Nicole Brown. Deshira Kalia Caldwell. Donovan Dwayne Chaney. Kiara Sarai Cherry. Rayma Siobhan Coleman. Samari Durham. Kellen Asher Michael Earl III. Tatiana Shanti Edwards. Evan Adante Fields. Jocelyn Camille Franklin. Elijah Maurice Gaddis. Josiah Joray Hammonds. Alonzo Henderson. Brianna Lene Jack. David Ray Jackson III. Kalia Nicole Jeffries. Nathan Dwayne Johnson II. Darius Jones. Kobe Law. Jada Marie Lee. Isaiah Antoine Leonard. Kraylin Antonio Liberty. Aaliyah Marie McCullough. Portius Denise Morrison. Donovan Alexander Orman. Vinay Ivana Pendleton. Isaiah John Rhodes. Inaya Kishana Smith. Frank Smith IV. Jada Renee Van. Cherish Ayari West. Cameron Rashad Wright.
And now we will have graduates of the class of 2022, will you please stand? And now, graduates, you may turn your tassels. And now we will have student closing remarks by Ms. Tamar Morris. Seniors, graduates, you may be seated.
Good afternoon. I am Tamar Morris, and I know I am the only thing standing between you and your newly awaited journey, so I will try to keep this meaningful and concise. Family. When you look up the definition of family, it will provide you with explanations that mainly pertain to a household with a parent or parents and children. Still, we all know as the years evolve, definitions extend. If you search deep enough, you will find a description that explains how a family is a net close group of people who pick each other up when they are down, who love and care for each other despite drawbacks. A family is something that makes one more substantial, and I am proud that I get to call this class, the Millwood class of 2022, my family, as well as you should. Maya Angelou said, and I quote, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." With that being said, I hope this senior class sitting here in front of me never fails to remember how the people you are sitting with here today made you feel. I can say and mean it wholeheartedly that I love this class like my siblings. I have served 13 years here at this exquisite school, and I'm convinced I have met the most remarkable people I will ever come to know. I will cherish every moment, every memory, and every laugh I have made with you, and I am proud to call you friends and confidants. The years we have spent together have and will continue to shape us into the exceptional people we are predestined to be. It has been an honor to attend this school with you all, know you all, and have excellent teachers who genuinely care about us. We will always and forever be Falcons, and we will carry the courage and strength that comes from being a Falcon onto our ensuing journeys. At this moment, I would like for you all to take a look to your left. Now take a look to your right. Remember these faces, because these are the people who have been with you through this entire journey and will continue to cheer you on through your new expeditions from afar. It is with a joyful sense that I say I genuinely love each one of you, and I wish you all the best of luck in this world. For this may be the end of one journey, but a new one starts tomorrow. Thank you for your time, and I now present the eminent Millwood Falcon Class E22.
Thank you, Tamar. Congratulations, graduates. Today, you will begin the next chapter of your lives. And in this chapter, you will begin a creation of all for all the world to see. Yourself. Let me repeat that. Today, you will begin a new creation, a creation for all the world to look upon and to see, a creation of yourself. There's a story that may be unlikely to tell about a brilliant Renaissance Michelangelo. He was asked about the difficulties he must have encountered in sculpturing his master sculpture, the David. But he replied with an amusing and a comical description of his creative process. He said, "It's easy. Just chip away at the stone, at everything that doesn't look like David." Although the antidote is attributed to the master sculptor, other writings have also referenced a similar antidote about an unnamed artist asked about sculpturing an elephant. Just chip away everything that doesn't look like the elephant, he said. However, a comment of this type was published in 1858 in the Methodist Quarterly Review without any humor added. The essay discussed poetry, and the author compared the methods of the android sculptors and poets. It is the sculptor's power, so often alluded to, of finding the perfect form of features of a figure in this shapeless block of marble, and his ability to chip away at the extraneous matter and to let the true brilliance of the excellence stand forth in itself. Thus, in every facet of life and in every antidote, in every accident of life, the Creator, that's you students, that's you graduates, that you see something magnificent that begins with the work that is carefully scaled and all of its encumbrance and brilliance that permits it to be revealed in all its translucent loveliness. As you begin your work, remember these 5 maxims. First, as you create yourself, the world is watching. Second, only your hands will hold the tools for this creation. Third, when you get tired and decide to stop or quit or take a break, at that time, then your creation stops and ceases. Fourth, every onlooker will have something to say about your work, and many of them will express their disagreement or disappointment in what they see, even if their comment is unsolicited by you. And fifth and lastly, you have the rest of your natural lives, however long or however short, to complete yourself. I will not think of you every day, and there's a great likelihood that I will forget many of the things you have said and done. I may not even remember your smile, but I will remember one thing, and that is I love each and every one of you. Therefore, as often as I think about you, I will pray for you. In the closing, I will leave you with this last thought. Times will come when you will feel that no one cares about you or who you are trying to create. That too is a part of life. But just remember, as you hold the chisel and the hammer, with all that is within you, continue to chip away at anything that does not look like the person you want you to be. Though you did not start, many of you, at Millwood, we are joyfully and gratefully pleased that you have finished this part of your journey here. Now you are Falcons for life, and may God bless you. Mr. Wilson, strike up the band. Falcons, graduates, will you please stand? Thank you. Yes, ma'am. It's on.
Parents, you may meet your graduates on the field if you'd like.